The T20 Stars, I'm Shane Watson. Today I'm going to be talking about my T20 batting checklist. There's 4 different components to it, and I'm going to start with number 1, the very important grip. So there's three elements to my grip, and the first aspect is how high or how low that I hold my handle. T20 cricket, I'm trying to hit the ball as far as I can. So I hold the bat higher because I want a longer lever to be able to get more power through my contact zone. The one downfall of having a higher grip is that if I slightly mishit the ball, it does spin in my hands a little bit more. So just understanding that the bat's going to spin a little bit more, but the other way is to be able to hold the bat lower, and that means I've got more control over the bat, but it's just I'm not going to have as much power through the contact zone. The second aspect is to be able to get natural elevation. I do it by opening up my face and my bat in my grip. So without doing anything differently, the ball actually naturally elevates higher. So if I close my bat face in my grip, then the ball will go down naturally without even really trying to hit the ball down. So for me, I'm trying to hit the ball as far as I can. I want the ball to go up. So I open my bat face up in my grip. And the last component is making sure that my bottom hand doesn't get in the way and does not override my bat swing and my front side. So I just make sure the pressure is really tight on my bottom 3 fingers and my palm of my hand is not touching my handle whatsoever. Because I want to be able to access all areas around the ground. So by having a loose bottom hand, I can hit the ball through the offside, through backward point. I can hit the ball dead straight into the leg side, but if my bottom hand's holding on, the only places I can really hit is dead straight into the leg side. And I want a bowler to be able to feel like I can hurt them every area of the ground. The second component to my T20 batting checklist is my stance. And for me, the most important part in my stance is having my eyes level. I want to make sure as the ball's bowled that I've got the best perspective that I possibly can to be able to pick up the length and line of the ball as quickly as I can. So the most simple way to be able to keep your eyes level is to arch your mid-back. If you arch your mid-back, your eyes just naturally pop up level, and that's what you're looking for. If my back starts to arch a little bit lazy, tapping my bat, my eyes start to tilt that way. And that means that if my eyes are tilting that way, I'm slightly outside the line of the ball. So I'll hit the ball to the leg side when I should be hitting it straight, or even a cut shot. I'll actually play a cut shot to a ball that's a little bit closer to me just because of my angle of my eyes. So, and the second part to my stance is dipping my front shoulder. So I dip my front shoulder, it just gets the weight distribution in my stance where it needs to be. I dip my front shoulder, I've got the right weight on my front leg. If my front shoulder's up and back, as the ball's bowled, I actually have to then dip my shoulder to then push off to be able to move backwards and forwards. And especially facing a fast bowler, I need to be really quick with my movements. So dipping my front shoulder for the right weight balance, and then keeping this front shoulder strong. I keep this front shoulder strong, it means that it's able to actually like coil up and uncoil through the line of the ball. If my front shoulder's slightly open, it means that my bottom hand comes in. I lose the shape and I lose my actual bat coming down the line of the ball, which is what you're looking for. The third aspect to my T20 batting checklist is my pre-movement. No matter what, the pre-movement that you have, you just want to make sure that it's done early. So as the ball's bowled, you're really still. So for me, my pre-movement is a forward press. So I press, but I just want to make sure this forward press is done early. So then as the ball's released, my eyes are level and my head is dead still. Because the key to batting is to be able to pick up the length and the line of the ball as quickly as I possibly can. So that's by making sure that my pre-movement, whatever it is, I've got a forward press. Some people have a back and across. Steve Smith has a big back and across. And there's also some guys who just stand dead still as well, like Matt Hayden and Ricky Ponting. Those guys just stand still. But no matter whatever your pre-movement is, you just make sure that it's done early. The final component to my T20 batting checklist is the most important one, my power bat swing. So what I'm trying to do is harness all of the energy and the power that I have in my body to be able to get that through the contact zone. So it is a full-bodied bat swing. So when I was developing my power batting, I went to baseball because, as you see, as a ball's pitched in baseball, the batter is just powering back through the ball to be able to generate momentum back through the ball. So that's exactly what I did. Had my hands up, and as the ball's bowled, I used my hips and my shoulders to be able to power, to be able to get momentum back through the line of the ball. So that's one type of swing. The one that I've actually used over the last probably 4 or 5 years is more of a golf swing. So, and what that looks like is actually coiling up your front hip and your front shoulder to be able to then uncoil everything, your hips, your shoulders, and then your hands at the end, right through the line of the ball. So for me, I found that that was the best way to be able to actually keep my bat on the line of the ball for as long as I possibly could. So you see someone like MS Dhoni, who really has more like a golf swing. And that's what I'm trying to do, to be able to harness all the energy that I've got to be able to power through the line of the ball. Well, I hope you enjoyed my T20 batting checklist. If you want to find out some more tips or some more insights from the Inner Sanctum, please go to t20stars.com